guys, thanks for tuning in to my drive-by. I am on the, let's see, it's Southwest 761, going to Highway 769, just coming out of Arcadia, Florida. And I'll be turning up here pretty soon. And it's about 71 degrees. And today is November 24th, 2014. I am just passing over this bridge. You know what the name of the bridge is. You'll see there's something up here. And it's about 12:08 a.m. in the morning. And it is Monday. What is this? I don't know what bridge this is. Well, they have a lot of manatees up in this road here. This you go over, I'm going to make a left up here at the end, in about half a mile, and that'll take me to Punta Gorda, coming right through to US 41, and I'll be making a right there going.
At the end of the road, turn left.
Here my GPS, as I say here, DeSoto County Fire Station right there, and I am going to be turning here, junction 769, so that's what I'm going to be taking. Highway County 769 right here. And I hope everybody's doing
turn left.
Cool today. It's a little late driving as usual. I drive a lot of late driving here. I'm on the road. I should be a friggin' truck driver. I think that's what for the rest of my life maybe I'll do. Get down here. It's a real tight turn here. Yep, but thanks for tuning in, and as you watch my wilderness drive-by here, you're not going to really see nothing but a bunch of road. I wanted to bring up a subject today. I was just thinking about it. I was just thinking about everybody's been talking about the different type of 22s for defense, and I want to revisit this. I talked about it before, but what is the best 22 caliber for defense? What do you think? 22 is an effective round, fairly cheap. I wouldn't want to get shot by a 22. The only thing is the 22 is not the most reliable round. But if you don't believe me, take a 22. If you got one in the cabinet, or go pull it out, and you can bend the bullet right in half. You can pull the lead right out of the case. So, just by the nature of it being like that, and being a rimfire cartridge, it can have a lot of feeding issues. Because if a bullet's going in crooked, you can have feeding problems and reliability issues. Granted, everybody should have probably a 22, some type of it, whether they have a pistol or, a revolver, a rifle, whatever they have. But, like I say, the 22s definitely have some issues as far as feeding. Now, with that said, let's move on. What would be the best 22? Well, in my estimation, the most reliable and the best 22 would be a revolver. Smith & Wesson makes some 8 shots. I believe Taurus makes one. Ruger makes one. A lot of companies make a nice 8 shot. And 8 shots, you're only getting 2 more shots in a pistol. And a nice thing about the revolvers, you can use the CB shorts, which are very short for target shooting in the house. They make hardly any noise at all. They're about a third the size of a 22 long rifle and a little less than half the size of a regular 22. And they just sound like pop. That's it. They're not even that loud. You can shoot them in the house. I don't know as far as going through the barrel. I'm pretty sure it's just the CB shorts are just the standard, and they should go right through a barrel. And I don't think they would plug it or stop or anything. They're not underpower. They're meant for pistols. They're meant for revolvers. You're not going to run those in a pistol. Even if you could fit them in a magazine, they probably wouldn't eject or feed very good because there's no pressure. But a revolver will definitely be probably the best for reliability, for shooting everything that you put down. And, any kind of bullet you put there pretty much would shoot, as long as it ignites at the rimfire end. That bullet would fire. If you're going to go into pistol, Ruger makes an excellent pistol. Browning makes a nice one. Smith & Wesson makes a nice one. I've had the Rugers myself, and the Rugers, I like the Ruger 2245, the Mark IIs, the Mark IIIs. I really do not like the SR22. I found that to be substandard, unreliable, and have some issues with it. Only reason, and that's just my experience, I bought it, and after I think one magazine, like 10 or 12 rounds, it failed. It wouldn't fire anymore. The magazine disconnect, something internally screwed up, and I had to send it back. And they sent the gun back to me. Once they sent it back, I got rid of it, and I picked up a 2245, and that's what I have now for my go-to 2445 is the side slab with talon. Now, I wouldn't mind getting rid of that and getting a stainless steel one, because I like stainless steel better than I like blue, because blue rusts and wears out more. But I wanted to bring that up, and what do you think, guys? I'd like to know your idea of the 22. You know, it probably should be in everybody's survival cache or whatever, because 22s are great to have. I mean, they're inexpensive, they're cheap, and you know, even for plinking, you can go all day long, but make sure you get a good one. And like I say, you're either going to have to get a revolver. Revolver's going to be number one. It's going to be the most reliable. Then you also can get, like I say, a pistol, but pistol, I'd probably stay with the Ruger. Browning makes a nice one. Smith makes a nice one, but in the Ruger line of it, I would stay with the 2245s, the Mark 1s, Mark 2s, Mark 3s. I'd stay away from the SR22. I had some issues with that. But let me know what you think in the 22. And as far as an emergency shit hits the fan gun, I mean, everybody should probably have a 22, in one form or other. Probably ideally would be a handgun and a rifle. Because rifle is great for hunting and getting small game if you had to. But thanks a lot, and feel free just to go ahead and leave me a message. What you think is the best. Get a little humid out. Pop on my air. Of course, in Florida it's always humid. But like I say, we're at 12:15 a.m. in the morning, in November 24th, and we've got 70 degrees. That's pretty good, guys. But thanks a lot for tuning into my video, and you really can't see much in this drive-by. Like I say, I'm on the Highway 769. I'm passing Kings Highway. About nine more miles where I gotta go. I'll be going through Punta Gorda and South County, Manor Drive, and the whole way. Anybody's familiar with this area? If you're from Florida, Punta Gorda, entering Charlotte County now. We just entered Charlotte County. So speed limit's 45 here. I'm going 41. Do not pass. And we're going to be coming up to the gas stations and everything. Then we'll be turning up here to get over on US 41 Tamiami Trail. So let me get over in the right lane here a little. And that's a turning lane. Sure, I didn't see that. I didn't see that was a turning lane. Darn it. We are going to do a right turn ahead anyway. And we're coming up here to the I-75s. On the right-hand side, you see the signs. Naples would be left lane, and Tampa would be right lane, south and north, of course. Tampa's north, and Naples is south. So we're coming up here, and a little bit distance up here, we will be turning on I-75. Thanks a lot for tuning into my video today. Everybody have a great day. Thanks a lot.